Welcome. We've got a very exciting unit for you on adapters. Our adapters are used to replicate views when you want to display a whole list of items using a consistent view. We got a couple of toy examples here, a couple that just show names, and then one here that shows a list of food items to be rated. But certainly these are just some of many examples. I mean, take the Gmail app for yet another example. So here's the one of the name ones here, and we can see that it has a nice little scroll here on this list. If I add items, it's going to do something interesting. So that it's just going to add them from the top here. We see that we got some nice animations coming in from the top. Of course, each person that comes in from the top thinks that they are number one, and of course they're all saying that they're number one here. Really, they should be giving their positions in the list, but it's Android actually isn't resetting the views on each of these. They're going to be recycled a little bit later. And if we scroll around here, it gets a little bit weird. Generally, you don't want to use your position here to do this, but let me add a few more, okay, and even delete some if we want. And if I scroll through the whole list, we have 16 names here, and we see that now that they've all been, there's enough of them so that they've all been recycled, and the names or their numbers are all sort of consistent what we might expect now. But we'll talk some about why that happens. Very interesting stuff going on. So let's get into the ideas. The main concepts that you're going to learn from this unit are, first of all, to be able to use simple things like list views, array adapters that are built in, and you can even use built-in row views. Then we'll quickly move from there onto writing our own adapters and using custom views. Listening for clicks and everything, so we could edit things, for instance. And then we'll jump into the current state of the art, which are recycler adapters and recycle views, and a little bit with the view that we got the card views here with the rounded corners and everything. Lots of fun stuff. As far as concepts go, so let's get the big idea down. What is an adapter, right? An adapter is just simply an object that's going to tie array data or some sort of list data to views by making copies of that view for each element. So the way that you want to think about it is that you have one layout, right? So here, this is the Food Radar app. So I've put together one little layout here for one food item. And then I replicate that put it together with many items. So here I have, just two of many food items. I have steak and bananas and some drawables that go along with those, and then the ratings here. And if we take these guys, these are both inputs into our adapter, and got a cute little clip art here because we're thinking about adapters as like being factories, right? So you give it some input, and it's just going to crank out one view after another for what you need in your app. So that's all we have for this short intro. When we come back next time, we'll talk about array adapters.